Hi, it's Adele Michael with another habit that enhances your success. And that is non-attachment and acceptance. Non-attachment and acceptance. So non-attachment is what Buddhist philosophy teaches, not being attached to the outcome and not making the outcome negative or positive. And it's such an easy thing to make what happens oh my gosh, that happens, that's so bad, or oh my goodness, that happened, that's so great. And yet the ancient wisdom of Buddhism teaches us not to do that. And why that's a habit that encourages your success is that if you are not attached to the outcome and you accept what happens, it takes you out of the failure conversation. Like, I've told you a little bit about my story of going to the big business expo, spending a lot of money, effort, and time to be there and getting one client from it. So I could have made that into, in fact, I did, I made that into a big failure moment and kind of gnawed on that and thought about it and, oh my gosh, made it mean a lot about myself. When in fact, it was the turning point for me to discover that I could learn to sell in a way that has authenticity and integrity and truly serves rather than manipulates. So that was a big turning point for me, but I didn't accept it. I was attached to it. I didn't accept it, and I made it into a failure until I turned that around. So one of the mega coaches that I know, who has multi-million-dollar business, says that 80% of what she does not work. 80% of what she does not work. That's a lot. So she's in this non-attachment acceptance conversation that leads her to more action. It's like, okay, that launch did not work. Let me figure out what didn't work. Let me try something else. Let me try something else. Let me try something else until I get it to work. That's the power of acceptance and non-attachment. It gives you the resiliency to keep going for what you want. I don't know about you, but sitting curled up in a fetal position, wondering what in the world's wrong with you because your launch didn't work, or the sales conversation didn't work, or you're not getting enough leads, that is not really the most productive way to run a business. You know, it's like getting up and doing what has to be done every day is the way to do it. So it gives you resiliency to keep going for it. And it takes you off the hook of being perfect and getting it right. Yeah. And I know that's a lot of what you deal with. A lot of people tell me they deal with their perfectionism. It stops them. And so if you don't make it mean anything, if you don't make it mean that you're a bad person because your launch didn't work, or your expo booth didn't sell, or your marketing message isn't quite honed in yet, it can give you a lot of energy to keep going. Just imagine taking that burden of self-recrimination of, I didn't get it right, I'm not as good as I thought I was, I'm not as good as she is. Taking that off of you, can you feel how much freer you would be? Yeah, me too. Me too. So an example of this is, I've been doing these video series and I've been doing a weekly Facebook Live. And I have worked in video before. I worked in New York for CBS News and AT&T, and I was behind the camera. Did research, writing, directing, and producing. And I had a lot of experience, and I was never in front of the camera. It scared me so much. But I know that doing video is really important for a business now. So I thought, I got to do it. And I promised myself that I would do it even if it wasn't right, perfect, or if I didn't look good. And if you've ever done a video and looked at yourself, it's so easy to be hypercritical, and it just doesn't work. I have to accept how I look, have to be non-attached to the results. I hope that you watch this and get something out of it, but I can't control that. All I can do is control the actions that I take and the way that I relate to the results. So, what can you accept and what can you get not attached to today, this week? Can you accept the fact that there's more you can do in your work, in your business? Can you be non-attached to how it comes out? Because really the only thing you have control over is what you do and how you think about it and how you feel about it. So look and see how you might take a step into acceptance and non-attachment this week. Let me know how it goes. So I'll be back next time with a bonus habit, and this one is going to be so fun. So I hope you tune in. And until then, I wish you great prosperity and progress in your business.